The winter of 1967 was coming to an end, and Andre, who in those days was walking with the help of a cane, decided to return to his workstation at VEMP, where he was received with an employee party. Carolina, his secretary, handed him a welcome letter signed by all the administrative staff. The delivery was made with tears in their eyes, the meaning of which was sincere and twofold, as they mixed joy at the return of the highly esteemed boss and sadness at seeing him still weakened. Andre thanked him with emotion before heading to his room, which, in his absence, had been well maintained by Carolina. With rigor and dedication, she took care of all the details, forwarding documents to her boss, transferring previously scheduled meetings, and even scheduling interviews with the media, since the Valdivia case was still seething in the media. In the afternoon of the same day, Carolina was called to the VEMP warehouse, where Maria Valdivia's belongings had been kept. From there, Andre asked the secretary to bring the boxes that contained the personal documents and jewelry of Carlos' late wife. This one recommended that jewelry with no estimated value be auctioned and the product donated to the Red Cross of Colombia. The important pieces should have been destined for Maria's mother and sister, to whom Carlos had been presented months before. But since he was suspected of having killed Maria, her family, until then, had not sought him out. These family members knew that Maria was not happy with Carlos. The next day, Andre took the boxes containing documents to his cousin, and in them, both found the Valdivia couple's marriage certificate, Maria's passport, checkbooks, credit cards, purchase notes, payment slips, and an agenda such as notes related to meetings, parties, and hairdressers, among others. They also found a diary in one of the boxes, whose leather clasp had a clasp with a numbered secret. This piece, Carlos kept, for an ethical safeguard and self-questioning whether he should reveal the intimate writings of someone who died and who no longer inhabited his memories. He might learn unpleasant things about his own past or his relationship with Maria. The diary was placed in the safe behind a painting on the larger wall in Carlos's room, whose bed was now shared with Ana. Next to Maria's diary, held together by 2 rings, they found many letters. They were from many people, relatives, friends, and acquaintances. None were opened by Carlos, and all were kept in the same vault. Spring arrived in Colombia with a lot of heat, and, during those days, Carlos started to attend VEMP every day, where, assisted by Andre, he began to learn all the important administrative routines. He quickly became familiar with the company's IT system, prioritizing the analysis of the productivity graphs of the various businesses throughout Colombia, including the farms, which sent weekly reports to Cali. It would not take long for Valdivia to realize that there was a good possibility of monitoring and controlling all his undertakings. Andre was impressed with how quickly Carlos adapted to VEMP's IT system. In fact, now there was a different sparkle in Carlos' eyes, who, from then on, showed himself to be a motivated person.